Tuning in this Wednesday, 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So here's Miami's starting group. Hero in at shooting guard, with Butler at small forward. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Rozier in at the point. And for the Pacers, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. Stan, this should be a fun one, a clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Now, Hero, and Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points, off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Stolen by Hero. And here comes Rozier all alone.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Siakam. Halliburton for 3 from beyond the arc, and then some.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Back to Hero. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Now, here's Siakam. Halliburton slams it in.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Rozier against Halliburton. Turner with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Halliburton missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch, and I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Brown is checked in for Indiana.
Number 10, Kendall Brown.
The Heat leading by 6. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Pacers. It's tipped and stolen by Butler. In transition, here comes Miami. Back to Hero. Jaquez against Siakam. Adebayo with the screen on Siakam. 5 on the clock. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. And it goes down 2 points. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Hero against McConnell. To the middle, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
He'd have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Hero passes to Adebayo. And the rejection by Jackson. Over in the corner, Mathurin shoots the 3, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Miami ahead, up 6. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Miami.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Miami leading by 6. They've got T.J. McConnell. Siakam is out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Halliburton in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Basket counts.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Here's Butler. Following the score by Isaiah Jackson. Butler. And the rejection by Jackson. Mathurin passes to Siakam. Pass to McConnell. Outside Mathurin. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Mathurin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Get out, fans. On the court, it's your Light Squad.
in for T.J. McConnell. Then for the Heat, Adebayo is checked in for Love. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Robinson. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Heat. 3-point lead. Pass to Adebayo. Rozier looking around.
2 minutes.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Now, Siakam. After Terry Rozier's three-pointer that didn't go. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now just a 1-point Heat lead. Now Butler. Here's Jovic. Right side, Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Nembhard finds Halliburton. A crossover. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Nembhard. Adebayo knocks it loose.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Shots good by Hero.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 9. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Pass to Hero. From the arc. The shot, no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat lead by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle, Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court for the Heat, the guard set is Rozier and Hero. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Adebayo, and it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And it's good, 2 points. Halliburton's got 11 points.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He is going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Coming out of the court. Let's turn it up. Well done. The Pacers Breaking Dance Crew.
Now, Hero. Emhard covering. Rozier against Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Rozier. He's covered by Halliburton. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Turner inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. Turner with a screen for Siakam. With a tie. And the layup is up and in. Siakam's got the game tied up here for Indiana. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
What I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And here is Rozier. After Miles Turner was able to get the triple. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
And here's Halliburton after Terry Rozier hitting the 3. Over Rozier. Again, Indiana.
High IQ play by Halliburton, breaking down the defense with a pick and creating for himself.
Now, Hero. 10 points for him. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Adebayo's got 8.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Halliburton against Rozier. Turner with a screen on Rozier. Halliburton for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Halliburton's got 7 now in this quarter.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
Outside, Hero. Pacers with the rebound. Fires from way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Indiana out in front. They finish off the third quarter on a 14-5 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
It's the
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Indiana leading by 3. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. T.J. McConnell is out there with Halliburton, and it's Mathurin in at the small forward. That's the Pacers' 5. Now, here's Siakam. The 9-foot shot. It's rebounded by Jovic. Robinson against Mathurin. Here's Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Outside Turner. Back to Mathurin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
first personal foul.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
He's off on the first. And Indiana making a change here. Nemhard's checked in. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Butler comes in for Robinson. And the second free throw, good.
Well, they should be looking at a three-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Rozier, the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hero. The Heat need to get a shot off. So they take the lead. Jaquez has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Now, here is Halliburton. Turner with the screen for Siakam. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Rozier kicks to Hero. From deep. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. He's checked in for Indiana. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here's Halliburton after Terry Rozier hitting the three.
And how about the commitment there from Halliburton, sticking with it and getting himself to the line.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Right side hero. Turner against Adebayo. Back to Hero. Outside Butler. That's a 2 from Rozier. And they get it back. Butler, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Halliburton against Rozier. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Halliburton's got 11 points here in just the second half. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Butler, the rebound by Turner. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. And Rozier pulls it down. Here's Jaquez. Ahmad covering. Jaquez the pass to Butler. Over in the corner, Hero. Cranes it from downtown.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Halliburton. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rebound by the Heat. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Miami has possession. It's a one-point game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for them. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
To halt the run. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's Miami winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bam. Your impact is seen all over the stat sheet. So what's the mindset as you approach these games?
Just trying to get a team win, trying to impact winning. You know, that's what it's all about. My teammates got my back like I got theirs, so we just going out there and trying to do our thing.
It was very visible there down the stretch. You looked like yourselves and got the win. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Tyler Hero.